Hello, good evening and welcome. Isn't this exciting? Welcome to the new online UK comedy of the year, let's try that again. New online UK comedian of the year 2020. I'm glad that I came up with that really catchy, off the tongue. All the kids will be chanting that in the playground tomorrow, won't they? Hello, my name's Kev Rook. I am in charge here. You wouldn't believe it from that intro. Do you know the number of times I practiced that? Maybe that's the problem. You practice stuff too much, can't you? Don't worry, we've shortened it for you into a clever little, it's not that clever, a hashtag, basically. There's no way to, sort of one of those things, you know what I mean, a hashtag, to Nocky 2020, N-O-C-Y 2020. Okay, let me tell you what all this is about. So obviously, as you know, you might have spotted in the news, there's been a little bit of lockdowny type stuff going on recently. And basically, loads of comedians switching their attention to performing online, doing some amazing stuff out there. The creativity has been unbelievable, whether that's seasoned pros or new acts or whoever it might be. And what we wanted was, for this time of our lives, this great time in 2020 that we've all been having, to mark it in some way, almost, I guess you would say, to celebrate what's been going on. So here we are. We came up with the first ever UK online new act of the year competition. So that's it. It's the idea is to get loads of new acts together, and it has to be said, we were absolutely swamped, deluged, that's a good word, isn't it, with people applying to be in the competition, 3 times as many as we actually required for the heats. But we tweaked it a little bit. We've got 68 in there rather than the 60 that we first asked for. Well, this is bad, isn't it? Everyone was really good. The quality was too high, basically. Already I've been put through my paces by the quality of the acts on show. So tonight we start with heat 1 of the competition. Oh yes, we've got 11 acts for you tonight, all battling for just 2 places in the final of the new online UK comedian of the year 2020. There you go. I've got it now. I need a song. We'll make a song. We'll have a dance. But there'll be a dance move. It's going to go viral. It's going to be absolutely crazy. So we have 6 heats over the next 6 weeks. You've got 11, 12 acts in each heat. Then a final on September the 20th, where the winner, not only will they get the honour bestowed upon them, the kudos of being the inaugural Nocky 2020 winner. Yeah, that's much easier. Let's go for that. We're going to run out of time if I keep saying the full title, aren't we? But yes, not only will they get that title, the adoration of all their fans, new fans, I'm sure, in their droves, thousands and thousands of them, but they will also obviously get £500 as well. We tempted them in with a bit of cash because we know that paid work, especially in comedy, has been pretty thin on the ground these last few months. So that's what it's all about. All you guys need to do is, oh, hang on a minute. I've got a couple of jobs for you, basically, for you guys watching at home. And let's have a look. There's a ton of you already. So hello, thank you very much for joining us straight away. I like people being on time. That's a good thing. You're in my good books. Good on you. A couple of jobs though for you, please. Number 1, share this link right now. Wherever you are watching this, whether it's on YouTube or Twitch. I mean, some gamers are going to be disappointed this evening, aren't they? I should have worked out what gamer I most look like. Let us know in the comments if there is a character I look like from any. That's dangerous. Invitation. Have a go on that though if you want. But yeah, we need you sharing it. Spread the word. The more people that see the acts tonight, the more people that see the show over the 6 weeks, we can build it and build it. And by the time, this is my dream, of the final on September the 20th, we will take over the, I'm not trying to take over the world, but you know what I mean. So yeah, your help tonight, hit that share button, Twitter, Facebook, wherever it is that you're watching the show, do that. Let people know that it's on. And it's happening. That would be amazing. The second job for you, and I mentioned it kind of almost there, didn't I? Comment and get involved. That's really, really important for you guys to show your love to the acts. Obviously, it's a weird game performing to the camera, and maybe I should address that as well for the naysayers out there. Oh yeah, I'm bringing that up already. Look, we know that this isn't like real stand-up comedy. Of course, it's not. Look, I'm in my shall we make the first swear of the night? There will be swears. I better get it out of the way so you're not shocked when the acts are on. I'm in my fucking lounge. All right. I know that this isn't a real gig. I haven't gone that crazy during lockdown. But it doesn't matter. That's not what it's about. It's about the performance to the camera. But what we need back, we can't hear your laughter. And I'm sure there'll be tons of it wherever you are watching. Please do get involved in the comments. Let us know. Hashtag Nocky, NOCY 2020 as well in any comments that you make online. They'll all come storming into Nocky 2020 HQ here, and then we'll comment. We'll have a chat with you in between acts. You can have a chat with me. If you want to heckle anyone, by the way, it's difficult to do. Well, actually, that's a contentious issue. It's probably, there's enough cases of people being heckled in real life. Let's not heckle the acts tonight, though. Give me some grief if you want to give anyone some. I'm more than happy to, just as long as it ends when the show does today. I don't want to be checking my messages tomorrow and any bullying to be going on. All right. But yeah, just get involved. Your comments, your love for the acts, who you're enjoying the most, who you want to go through. If there's someone in particular that you've come to support, let us know. That'll be absolutely massive for us. We would love that. Let us know that there's someone out there. That's really important. And look, there's one other thing that I need to ask you as well. It's not that, there's no pressure. This isn't the sales bit. It's not like a timeshare. I've got you in the hotel marketing suite or conference facility now, and the doors are locked, so there's no way out. It's not like that at all. But all these shows are going on for free. Nodding Dog Comedy, which is pretty much me, to be honest with you. Behind us, what else do? We do the West Didsbury Comedy Festival podcast, real live shows outside and indoors with real people there where we can hear you laughing. I'll tell you about some of those a bit later on as well. But look, we could do with a little bit of help. So if you're enjoying these shows, if you enjoy the 6 heats and the final, what's that? That's 7 shows. And you think they might be, worth 45 pence a show? I shouldn't. Okay, that's a bit of a difficult sum. But you know what I mean. If you think the shows are worth anything at all, and to help us, we lost a lot of money over lockdown with West Didsbury Comedy Festival not being able to happen anymore, having to cancel that. Oh my God, what a great year to launch a comedy festival as well. Hey, only I could come up with that perfect timing. So £1, £2, no pressure on it being any more than that, and no pressure on you to do that at all. It has to be said. But if you did think that the shows were worth £1 or £2 of your money, hey, don't let me stop you. If you're thinking, oh, I was just about to sign a cheque for £1,000. Do that, please. You're welcome to do that. But in the same instance, no pressure on you to do anything at all. But if you're enjoying the show, if you like what we do at Nodding Dog Comedy, and it's all going back in, paying off the debt from the festival, but it's all going back into what we're doing and our plans. And we've got great plans and everything like that as well. All right, I've done enough plugging, haven't I, at the start there? Look, I hope you're good. As I said, genuinely from the heart, I am touched by each. It's going to be worded wrong. Let's go for it. I'm touched by each and every one of you tuning in tonight. And I should welcome Radio Northern. If this is working, we're on the radio as well as all over the internet tonight. Amazing what you can do from your lounge these days. But yeah, you're welcome here. We really appreciate your time, taking some time out of your personal lives to come and have a laugh with us. And that's what it's all about. That's what we need more of these days, isn't it? Especially at the moment with everything that's going on in the world, a bit of laughter together. And you being here now, whether you donate or share or do any of that, but try and do any of the free bits if you can, is really supporting all these new acts as well. And ultimately, that's what it's about. Giving these guys a bit of a stage during these weird times. That's all right. It's cool, isn't it? That's all good. It's fine. It's all good. So I think we might be quite close to having to announce our first act. Should we? You're probably saying, yeah, Kev, please do that. Don't worry, I might say something humorous at one point or another, but that's not my job tonight. I'm just here to grease your wheels, basically. That's what I'm, the grease monkey, here to do that. So if I keep it moving, then we'll be all right. As I said, get in the comments, let us know what's going on. Normally, when you're emceeing, you'd do some kind of right, this side of the room and that side of the room type thing, wouldn't you? So I mean, let's try that. All right. So if you're this side of Birmingham, okay, if you're that side of Birmingham, I want you to stamp your feet. Okay. You do that for us now. I should have opened the window. Okay, yeah, I've heard a little bit. And then if you're this side of Birmingham, if you can clap your hands, okay. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, especially in Telford. I don't know where Telford is. That was very impressive. Thank you, Telford. Good signs there. Perfect. Now, what we want you to do is obviously start stamping your feet if you're this side of Birmingham. Start clapping your hands if you're that side of Birmingham. Bring it all together into an amazing, rapturous welcome for our first act of the evening, which is Becky Everest.
Hello, I'm on. Hi. Yeah, you're all looking a little bit blurry there. I think I just need to put my. Yeah, that's much better. Thanks very much. Silly bit of fun. So what you saw just now, this is what the world looks like when I don't wear my glasses. It's not outrageous. It's not that bad. I'm not blind, but it's noticeable. If your vision started doing that, I'm sure you'd go straight down the opticians. Not this guy. I was fully in denial for several years about my eyesight. The first sort of little hint I had that something was going on, a few years ago, I went to see a Guy Ritchie movie at the cinema. We've all seen a Guy Ritchie movie. We all know the format. You've got the bassy music. Got two guys punching each other in the face. There's a freeze frame. Got a Cockney geezer voiceover. All right, you see this fella here? His name's Daz. Why's his name Daz? He once ate an entire box of washing powder. His shits were frothy for a week. Ha ha ha. Not really, it's just short for Darren, innit? It's how nicknames work. They don't really have a fun little story attached. That wouldn't be realistic. And I was watching the movie, and it looked like this. And I thought to myself, it's a very strange artistic choice to have made to make every scene a little bit blurry. I wonder why he's doing that. Is he saying something about society? Is it something about how we're not honest with each other? We're sort of hiding things from each other. I mean, I hated it. I had a headache. And I came away from it thinking, bloody Guy Ritchie with his weird arty movies, with his weird camera lenses. No idea what was going on. And then a couple of months later, I went on my first driving lesson. I went on my first driving lesson when I was 17. And I have to say, I think we need to get rid of this idea that you have to start driving as soon as you turn 17. Have you met most 17-year-olds? If I had carried on then, I could have killed someone. It's fine to wait until you're a proper adult and you've got a vague grasp on your mental health. Anyway, so I was on my first driving lesson, and the driving instructor pulled us up behind another car, and it looked a bit like this. And he said, can you read out that number plate of that car in front of us? And I said, no, obviously not. I don't have superhuman vision. Okay, sure, I'll read out that number plate and then I'll get out of the car and I'll pick it up and I'll crush it in my bare hands. This guy. And he said to me, okay, you legally have to be able to see a number plate from that distance, so I can't take you on another lesson until you get glasses. So there I was blaming Guy Ritchie for all my problems, and it turns out it was me. We've all been there. Anyway, that's it for me. Good night. Thank you.
Hey, hello. You're right. Well done. Brilliant. Thank you, Becky. Thank you very much for opening the show. Round of applause to Becky. Sorry, I'm just playing around with some stuff here as well because there's been some comments that the picture's not so good. So I'm going to play around with that, okay, and try and get that a bit better for you, my end. Is that any better now? Someone who's watching, let me know. Apparently some people in the comments saying that as well. Thank you so much, Becky. Always really difficult going first. Any gig, obviously, of course it is, especially when you can't hear any laughter there as well, but absolutely brilliant. Superb set, very much enjoyed that. I will get some comments on, I'm sure, sorting out the camera for it, which was a bit blurry. I've tweaked some bits. I hope that's all right for you. Good. I'm going to keep playing about with that, but don't worry about my end and the technicalities of anything that's there at all. Let's crack on with our second act of the evening, shall we? This chap is, sorry, I should have mentioned as well, Becky from Norwich there. Is that near Telford, near Norwich? I have literally awful geography. I'm going to during Aaron's set, leave that with me. I'll work that out. You sit down, enjoy Aaron Wood from Stockport. Here we go.
Yes, hello, how are we doing? This is, I'm going to start off by saying it's a bit weird, isn't it? It's a bit weird, but what I will say is this is what chasing a dream looks like. This is me in my bedroom. It's pretty strange. Like, I was thinking the other day, this feels exactly like, do you know the end scene in Monsters, Inc.? Do you know when they've discovered that laughter is more powerful than scream, and he tries to do stand-up comedy in a kid's bedroom? Yeah, this feels like that. A little bit less nonsense, but still pretty sad. But no, it's not as bad as some of the gigs I've done though. I will say that. Because I did the gig once, and after I finished the show, this girl just bounds up to me, really enthusiastically. Right? Now, obviously, that doesn't happen to me very often, does it? No. So I got a little bit excited. I did. I was like, how you doing? Okay. She goes, yeah, like the show was great and everything. The show was absolutely fantastic. But do you know who you look like? Now, she said that in a tone of voice that she guessed it was positive. So I got a bit more excited. I did. I was like, I don't know really. Who do I look like? Your future boyfriend? She goes, no, you look just like the chef from Ratatouille. Now, I have never hit a woman before, but I could have snapped. Do you know what I mean? Do you got a burn angle inside? I thought, I'm not having this. I'm not having someone just come up to me after a show and insult me for no reason. So I'm going to stand up to her. I'm going to stand up to a woman for the first time in my life. Yeah. So I said, listen. And the main since kicked in, I made her a meal. That was nice. Had fun there. Had a good time. No, that's a no joke, that. I've actually got a new girlfriend now. It's going pretty well. Surprisingly well, to be honest. Like, she's just absolutely perfect. She's beautiful, she's kind, she's caring. I can honestly say that I'm just in love with her. I don't tell her any of that, obviously. No, because then she'll know and she'll leave me, won't she? Yeah. But we pretty much just insult each other all the time. But it works for us. It's a good system. We insult each other, we lower the self-esteem, and now neither of us have the confidence to leave. It's fantastic. No, we spent lockdown together as well. That went well. Like I say, surprisingly well. I can't fucking stand her anymore. Aside from that, we're both still alive, so we can't complain there. No, she is great though. She is great. So I don't know whether it's the mic that isn't plugged in, or the lack of any semblance of a career, but I don't think we're as well matched as I like to think sometimes. Like, I don't like to get so blue so early on in my set, but I do only have 3 minutes, so I'm not got much of a choice really. But I'm not very good in bed. I will say that. I'm not very good in bed. I'm not very adventurous. I think that's the issue. I don't really like trying new things and stuff. It's just not for me. Like, recently she came over to me and she goes, why don't we tonight? Why don't we act out one of your favourite porn movies? And straight away I was like, that's a fucking terrible idea. We don't even know any midgets. That's unprofessional, isn't it? Have to do your own joke. Fucking hell. But no, couldn't act out the favourite porn movie. I had to act out one of hers instead. And 4 of my friends came round. But that was nice. Had a good time. I wasn't there, obviously. No, I wasn't there. But man, what a night. She said she had fun, so good for her. Oh, God. Well, I do try my best. I think that's all you can do in a relationship. You just got to keep showing that you're trying. And like I say, she always wants to try new things and stuff like that. Like she wanted to try dirty talk once. Well, that's not for me. Not got the face for dirty talk. Got the face for a midget fucker. No, not got the face for dirty talk. It's just not for me. But I will try. I'll try anything once. I was behind her. I was like, say my name. She was like, Linguini. It was just. That's it from me, guys. Thank you.
Superb. Thank you very much, Aaron. Enjoyed that, mate. Thank you very much. Good on you for getting a few more swears and a bit more rude stuff in there as well. It feels weird, doesn't it, when you're in your lounge on your own, just swearing to some people on the. To be fair, that's most Saturday evenings for me. I don't know if I'm still really blurry. If I am, I apologise. There might just be the way that it is this evening. I haven't done it on purpose. I'm not trying to make myself look sexy with a bit of Vaseline on the lens, or I don't know where I've got that from. Does that make you look sexy? I don't know. Aaron talking about porn films there. It's probably not Vaseline, is it? To be fair, it probably isn't. So yeah, apologies. I do hope that's not ruining your enjoyment of the show too much this evening. And what a strong start that we've had with Becky Everest from Norwich, Aaron Wood from Stockport as well, a bit closer to where we are here in Nodding Dog Comedy Towers, where obviously your donations could go towards helping me buy a webcam that isn't just brilliant before the show starts and then just falls apart from that point onwards as well. I'm not too sure what's happened there with that. I might switch it around. You might just have to take it on the chin this evening. I do apologise. I'm very sorry. I've let the side down. But everyone else is looking fantastic. And to be honest, it isn't about me, is it? It isn't about me. So if I could choose one person where the picture wasn't that good this evening, then it's I would. I'd hand straight up. I would volunteer immediately and say, let me be the one with technical issues, not anyone else. That's all good. But no, cracking start to the show. I hope you're enjoying it at home. We've had some comments coming through as well. I see that briefly smashed up on the screen for a moment for us, so you should be able to see them at home as well. So please do keep those coming in. Not just about the blurry bit. If it is blurry, we get it. I've got the message. Something's gone up with something at my end, so you don't need to tell us that anymore. You get that, don't you? On oh mate, pictures. Yes, yeah, we've been told on the picture, and then every message is just about the picture from there on in. We'll something might happen. We'll see, guys. We'll see what happens there. But no, I do hope that you are enjoying it. As I said, please do some sharing and caring for us and all the rest of it as well. That's really important. We want this show and all these acts to be seen by as many people as possible this evening. And that's where you can help out. You can just hit that share button, get that information out there. That's amazing. We need you to be doing that, as I said at the start as well. If you're enjoying it greatly and you did want to chuck us a quid, if you thought, as I said, even if it was just to help me buy a new webcam, whatever it might be, then I promise you all the money that we get just goes straight back into all of our projects, whether that be live gigs or that stuff on the internet or podcasts or radio shows or whatever else that we may be doing as well. Okay. Should we crack on? Let's get to your next act for you. The next act is local again as well, very local, Manchester based. That's where we are. Might as well tell you, it's no secret. We're in Manchester as well. So the next act coming up for you now is LT. Enjoy.
Hello and welcome to my flat, I guess. For those who are questioning the headset and expecting a Britney Spears tribute act, you won't be so lucky. I had to get that one out of the way. So I'm going to tell you about my week. So this week I've been deep-throated in public. I'll set the scene for you. It was Monday. It's in a car park. It's a lot of gentlemen making a lot too much eye contact. I was gagging. They were in high-vis. The swab then went up my nose. Yep. It was a COVID test, and a drive-through one at that, which has ruined the term drive-through for me when there is fuck all else to do right now. And I learned once again that my gag reflex is incredibly awful. There was tears, there was nausea, there were some horrified looks from the guys who had to supervise me doing the test. And there are a couple of pet prayers from me, to be honest, as well. Prayers of thanks that I was born a lesbian. Now, like any good lesbian, I usually get a gag reflex test paid for once a year at the dentist. And my dentist is great. Like last time I went, they put a crown on me for free. I felt like a princess while I was getting my scale and polish done. It was a shame I was royally fucked when I got the price, but it's the closest I've come to being fucked in these new times, so what can I say? My friends politely refer to me as shite at dating. And I preferred the term non-practicing lesbian because, you know, it's a choice. Their choice, but a choice nonetheless. Now, in recent times, I feel like I have to step that down another notch to interested in women, as I haven't been within 2 meters of one in a number of months. So it's more of a vague philosophical concept. I did get within 2 meters of one at Sainsbury's the other day. She leaned across me for some broccoli. Our eyes met over masks. Then my eyes met another pair of eyes over a mask. Her husband. Lockdown love is hard. I recently have been trying, though, to get back on dating apps, because you may as well make use of this time. And I've even changed up my opening line, so it's now, and feel free to use it, what's your favourite thing that's happened this week? Because, you know, it's a bit more light-hearted, and it's get some interesting answers, to be honest. Now, one girl I messaged it to messaged straight back. So I thought I'd have a quick look, and she put straight away, "I didn't kill myself, smiley face." Now, she missed my light-hearted memo, and I felt like I had to do a bit of a Samaritans thing and keep her talking, and I wasn't really prepared for that. So I ended up messaging her back saying, "Oh, well, you would have missed that killer opening line." I couldn't do the finger guns, but I like to think she got the gist. Now, I didn't hear from her again, and I'm not it's not the first person who's ghosted me, but that's possibly the only one who's literally ghosted me. Yeah. One other thing I've done in lockdown is I finally watched Orange is the New Black. Now, for those who've not seen it before, it's a Netflix series that makes female prisons look like gay dating heaven. You've got loads of beautiful women in an enclosed space, loads of time on their hands, and elasticated uniforms even for when things get hot and heavy. So if you do ever see this mugshot in the Manchester Evening News, don't worry about me. I'm in Love Island behind bars. Thank you and good night.
Fantastic. Great stuff. Really enjoyed that, Elle. Thank you. Superb stuff. Brilliant. A round of applause. Come on, let's start making some noise. That's what we need around the place, isn't it? Brilliant. Well done. That was superb. Some lovely stuff there. Really enjoyed that. I'm sure lots of people relating to what you're saying as well. I'm meeting up with people, and now obviously lockdown being over and masks as well. Have you all got your masks? Are you masked up? Are you wearing a mask while you're watching this now? You don't need to, unless obviously you're watching it in the supermarket, and you may well be doing that. Yeah, I'm all masked up. Obviously, trips to the supermarket and shops and all the rest of it. Don't really get people that have got an issue with it, to be honest with you. Just do it, even if it just helps one or two people. Why wouldn't you? I don't know. I might have alienated some of my audience though, so I will flip it and go, obviously it's your right if you don't want to do that as well. There you go. Trying to keep everyone happy on the internet is probably a bit of an impossible thing to do. But look, if you are enjoying the show and enjoying the acts who have been absolutely brilliant so far, as I said, really important, your comments. So on Facebook, wherever you're watching, if you can be sharing that with us, letting us know what you're thinking, who your favourites have been all the way through, that'd be brilliant, so that we can give you some shout outs and give them some encouragement and support along the way as well. And as not going to mention it too many more times, honest, I promise, although the camera being absolutely shocking under live conditions encourages me to say that, look, if you are really enjoying it, then and you want to chuck a quid or two into the pot, and actually, look, this is for it's for the sorry everyone else, for the Brexit voters. Okay, it's a UK stand-up comedy competition, all right, and I know that you want to keep supporting UK stand-up comedy competitions, so get behind us. You know, the Queen's watching tonight, she'll probably chip in a couple of quid as well, I reckon. Okay, so I hope that appeases, or that will get all the Brexit voters behind us, won't it? Are they still in the majority? I don't know. We'll see. To everyone else, just a really nice, cool thing to do, isn't it? Basically, just to support some new acts coming through, and Nodding Dog Comedy, and all the stuff that we want to be doing. We've got loads coming up, a series of live gigs outside at the Albert Club in West Didsbury very soon as well. So if you're anywhere near Manchester, we'll be bobbing all the details up all the way through the feed. But you're probably sick again of looking at my blurry face, I would imagine. I didn't do it on purpose. I put a shirt on. Do you know? And actually, a lot of people have put weight. Not, this isn't me judging. I've been told on the socials, I see this, been putting weight on. I've actually lost a little bit, believe it or not. I probably blurred, like Mr. Blobby a bit, don't I would imagine. But yeah, this shirt tonight, it's little pineapples, by the way, because you won't be able to bloody see it on my camera. Yeah, little pineapples on there. I've not been able to wear this for a couple of years, so, you know, not saying that I think coronavirus is a good thing, but there's some positives, isn't there? You know, good and bad to every situation. so I don't need to buy a new shirt. Brilliant. So shall we go to? I haven't planned any of this nonsense in between the acts, by the way. You can probably tell. Shall we go to our next act? Again, I want this side of Birmingham making a ton of noise. I want that side of Birmingham making a ton of noise. Bringing it together, up on your feet, cheering and stamping for. Oh, this guy's from Newcastle. That's very exciting. This is Adam Moder.
Right. Before I start, I'm not gonna lie. I thought, like, I'm online, like, no one's going to know if I let off a cheeky fart. My eyes are fucking watering. I can smell time. So, yeah. Anyway, hey up. I'm Adam Moder. I'm an Arab from Newcastle. And as an Arab from Newcastle, I say ISIS whenever I agree with my sister. I mean, like, just yesterday, I was like, ISIS. I am in Islamic State. I'm joking. Don't worry, you're safe. No, I'm from Newcastle. Newcastle's a bit like a colon. Like, it sounds fancy, but it's just a shithole. That's actually why it's called Nuke Asshole. But no, it's a weird place, man. Like, the people in Newcastle are mental. In fact, yesterday, I got asked by a 7-year-old if I'd seen his son. I know. I wish my dad was that old. I've never really fit in with the Geordie lads. Like, you know, Geordie lads. They're big, beefy boys. You know, with a capital Z. They're the ones so far up their own arse they can taste it like a human bagel. They're the kind of lads that stand outside a pub going, oi, 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 what the fuck is that? Like, oi, 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 you look like you're sucking off a ghost, mate. Oi, oi, daddy, give me your ectoplasm. I've tried to get on with these lads, but, like, I used to go to school when I was younger in a pair of rainbow short shorts and, like, a Mario tie, so I never really got a chance to talk to them. Too busy getting pussy. That's not true. I'm back in Newcastle now, actually, because of lockdown. I fucked up a bit because when I drove home, got a Corsa because I'm early. But when I drove home and I parked on the drive, I accidentally scratched my dad's car. It's all right because he says he always tries to forget an accident. And he asked me who I was. It's all right. I'm joking. I'm from the north. I don't know my dad. No, I do know my dad. I love him. He's from the Middle East, and I always forget how Arab he is. Like, I once told my dad that a girl had stolen my heart, and he was just like, "Stolen, thief, chop off her hand." But, like, no, Dad, it's fine. But, like, yesterday I was chilling with him. Right, we were at home, we were watching a film, La La Land, boys, naughty, and but he did the most profoundly Arab thing. Like, we were watching this film, and in the film the characters went to kiss, and my dad just went, no, and he launched across the room to cover my eyes. I was like, Dad, I'm 23. I've seen people smooch before. The weird thing is he did it to my sister as well, right? And that's weird because my sister is legally blind. Like, she wasn't even facing the right way, bless her. She was just like, well, it's a good movie. Like, anyway, this has happened throughout my entire childhood, right? So much so that the first time I actually went to kiss a girl, I didn't know what to do because I'd never seen it. So I kind of just leant in really close and I was like, and I covered her eyes. To be honest, though, it's probably a good thing because, you know, kissing a girl is a sin in Islam. So dodged a bullet there. Mohammed before Hohammed, am I right? Anyway, you guys have been absolutely lovely. I've been Adam Moder.
Thank you, Adam. Really enjoyed that, mate. Lovely set. I like it. Nice bit of energy as well. Round of applause for Adam Moder there up in Newcastle. I mean, look, this is a competition. As I said, Brexit voters bloody loving this UK comedy competition. Hey, that's right up your alley, isn't it? You love it. I guess I could have done English one. I don't know where you all live, wherever you live. I could have done one in your town, just for your town, I guess. I apologise. It's not very central enough for you, is it? It is a bit widespread. It's open to everyone. UK based, obviously, this competition. As I said at the start as well, we're absolutely swamped. 3 times as many applicants as we needed. I mean, that sounds wrong. Don't mean to be wording it that way at all. But, you know, we deluged loads of acts, and actually what we did, I don't know if we've got any watching from foreign shores. Sorry, Brexit voters again. I don't know if we have. We potentially have, because we posted about this in LA and New York forums. You know, just saying, if you want to come and have a look, join us, watch a bit of our new UK talent, the best of the new UK comedians coming through, performing online. Have a little watch. So if you're watching from not just Telford, I don't know, why am I obsessed with fucking Telford tonight? I don't know where it is. I don't think I've ever been there. So if you're in Telford, it's probably the guy with the grand, isn't it, that he was going to invest. Wherever you're from, it's fine. Everyone is welcome. I know it says UK on the tin, but don't judge us on that. But we might be doing something about that coming forward. So if you are watching from somewhere else, and again, this will be, flip it on its head, this one will be open to UK people as well. Just a little teaser for you that we are looking at the possibility of doing such things. I'm going to have to get a new camera, aren't I, for this one? Goodness, spend a bit more on my broadband allowance. I don't know, whatever's causing the problems for us here. But opening up to maybe, get ready for this, a worldwide audience, and in terms of participators as well. As I said, loads of really exciting plans that we've got. So great to have you on board. Make sure you give the page a follow and everything as well. That'd be great to see that explode this evening with all of you guys that are watching, and there's a ton of you as well. Now, what I've realised is this is obviously, we've got 6 heats here, and let's be honest about it. My performance, hopefully, fingers crossed, will get better every single one, but also probably the logistical way of doing this. We're all learning that these are difficult times, all right? So don't judge me on the first one, or please don't judge me on any of them. But you know what I'm saying, you know, the stuff that we learn. So there's bits I'm going to do better. One would be making it so I can actually read my laptop screen where all your messages are coming in on. So I'm a bit worried when it's blurred, you won't be able to see my receding hairline. We had an absolute ton of love for Becky at the start, so thank you everyone for giving shout outs to Becky. Exactly the same for Elle as well. Someone said it looks like I've been shot 1,000 times. I don't know if that's just wishful thinking or maybe the blurredness of the what a shame. I'm gonna have to wear this again, not that I was gonna chuck it out. I'm not in that position in life yet where I wear something once and it's never worn again. Maybe it's the pineapples on this making it look like I've been shot dozens and dozens of times as well. So look, then I realised, why don't you just use your phone, Kev, and then you can see everyone's comments on there. So that's what I'm going to do going forwards, and I'll dive back into them as well. There you go. Good friend of ours, Sultana here. Shul, great set. Adam, that one's, oh, and it's on a delay on that as well. But that's what I don't need to be confusing myself any more than I clearly am already. Should we go to your next act? Okay. Yeah, I think Telford again. Kicking off over in Telford, aren't they? What a bunch. What a bunch they are. Look, do exactly the same as you have done before. We're going to Manchester again now, after I picked it up as being Cosmo, United Kingdom Cosmopolitan. Right, it's going to have to work on what I'm trying to say there, aren't I? Next act, another Manchester-based comedian for you. So the Manchester Posse giving it large so far this evening. Keep showing the love and support and the comments and the sharing it around. And please welcome to the stage the fantastic Mr. Kieran Mullins.
Hey, you all right? How's it going, folks? You're good, yeah. It's kind of weird. Like, I was a bit worried of doing online gigs because obviously you can't hear the audience laughing. But then I remember, even when I did live comedy, I couldn't hear anyone laughing. Do you know what I mean? So it's been more of the same. I mean, did you notice, like, during that coronavirus music concert, they didn't invite the Cure or the vaccines? You know what I mean? Like, okay, they just didn't want to get our hopes up. Maybe they'll turn up next year, like, you know what I mean, or we're fucked. My co-op's got this like new system, so I went there this morning, right? And it's like traffic lights. So it was green, so I went inside, went to the bread aisle, hit someone with my car, you know, like. And I get in trouble because, you know, because I didn't go through a red, you know, and I get accused of murder, fucking madman. I've had a difficult couple of months. My gran died on a treadmill, and she was 98. You know, so she had a good run. Do you know what I mean? Like, no, she tripped on her nipple, bless her. I mean, just time and stuff. And that's why I don't like gyms. Like for me, gyms are exactly like sex. Because I can only last 3 minutes, I'll leave, and then I feel bad about to pay for it. You know, like Kev knows what I mean. I think the most triggered I got last year is because basically I overheard someone referring to my trans friend as it, and I was fuming. I said, you know what? She's not it, okay? She's Pennywise. It was Halloween. It was like the clown's called it, and no, and to be ignorant of Stephen King is what I got across. I remember when I crashed into a clown car, 350 people injured. You know what I mean? There's literally like blood everywhere. Well, I thought it was blood. They were just bringing out red bunting out of their puncture wounds to mimic it. Have you ever noticed the George Clooney films always end in the same predictable way? Honestly, just watch it. The end of every film, he puts that little Nespresso capsule in the machine. Like, my God, I'm getting typecast as a barista, for God's sake. Saw an advert that said, did you know every 5 minutes a man is told he has prostate cancer? Well, poor man having to be told that every 5 minutes. I mean, just tell him once, it'll sink in. Like, there's a phrase that people have been using, like, oh, you're jumping on the bandwagon, as if it's like a negative thing. But like, bandwagons sound like a great thing to be on. You know, as long as the band on lost profits, it's fine, you know. I tried one thing I tried sexting in quarantine, first time with my fiance. I messaged her and I was like, oh, you know, the ladies love that, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, I said, oh, I want to have sex with you so badly. And then she messaged me back, you always have sex with me badly. You know, I just didn't need to hear that. I remember the kinkiest thing I've done. I had sex with my girlfriend on a balcony, and I said to my mates, it was amazing, you should give it a go. So they all had sex with my girlfriend on a balcony. You're tragic, man. But I'll leave you on this. Like, this is quite a good tip for you to take. Because I was attacked by two guys. So what I did was, right, I knocked one out, and then they ran away because I was knocking one out. You know, like, if you come for me, I'm going to come for you. That's my mantra. I'm going to go back to my green room / patio. All right, have fun.
Brilliant, great stuff, Kieran. Thank you very much, mate. Really enjoyed that. Nice to see him slipping behind the curtain at the end there as well. That was a nice little touch there. I like it. 4D, or you know what I mean, using it set and all the rest of it as well. Yes, Peter Dixon, we're aware that when it's on me, it's a bit blurred. I apologise. The technicalities of it is, I think our Virgin or whatever company Wi-Fi that we use is literally hosting the whole competition. So I don't know why that it's chosen me basically to be a bit blurred on, but I would much prefer it, as I keep saying, to be blurred on myself than on the acts who are doing absolutely brilliantly. It has to be said. Great work again, Kieran. Good man. He was actually, I do know a little bit about him. I feel maybe, as I said, I'm going to improve as we go along. You know, I'll build on what we're doing and the way that we're delivering it and everything as well. Yeah, a load of love for Kieran coming there through. Oh, Lee Watson as well says, love me some Telford action. Good on you. Good on you, lad. No, I don't know why. It just, you know, you need to think of a place and you randomly pick on somewhere. So I picked on Telford. Again, no one watching in Telford, or they just all agree with me. Yeah, loads of love coming through for Kieran. Jess suggesting maybe it's Narnia behind Kieran's curtain as well. Do let us know, Kieran, what is behind. Is it Narnia or not? I think we all know the fucking answer to that anyway, don't we? But thank you anyway, Jess. Thank you for that, mate. Look, next, I told you we were national. Doesn't sound as good as international, does it? Definitely doesn't. But we've got Scotland, Wales, and Ireland. People from those countries are in the competition as well. So you know, I don't know. I don't know about my geography. I apologise. Look, we're national at least. We're only going to Welwyn fucking Garden City next. So anyone that says it's biased towards Manchester Axe, I tell you, look, we're off to Welwyn Garden City, and that's in Hertfordshire. Hey, I know where that one is. Just stick that in your pipe, Telford. Starting to Starting to hate's coming through from Telford now. Look, keep it going. The round of applause that you gave to Kieran Mullins was beautiful. It was deafening, even in my lounge here at Nodding Dog Comedy Towers. Please keep that going. Stamp your feet. Go wild crazy both sides of Birmingham for the wonderful Mr. Dave Bibby.
Hello. Hi. Big hello to everyone watching at home, and a big shout out to the Russian spies who have watched me practice this set 5 times this afternoon. An online comedy competition. This is unprecedented, isn't it? That fucking word. Can we just have one day that is just precedented, please? Sorry, I'm a bit stressed. At first, I was actually loving lockdown at first. You see, because I'm actually all inclusive. My lockdown. I've been living on airport rules since the 25th of March. You know what I mean? A pint of Guinness with breakfast, no worries. You know, airport rules, just in a constant state of almost reading a book. That's me. I ain't flattening no curves till next summer. No point. Although the gyms reopened this weekend, didn't they? That was good news. Not for me. I ain't going to the gym. I just mean that those fucking part-time cyclists can get off my freaking path for once. Sorry about that. So when we first went into lockdown, I had like all my work cancelled. I had nothing to do. And my poor wife, she was 6 months pregnant, and she works for the NHS, right? So she's working ridiculous hours, and I had her working from home. I mean, imagine how hard that was. Do you know what I mean? You're 3 hours into your working day doing a conference call, and I finally get out of bed, stark bollock naked, with an espresso martini and a year's supply of Jaffa cakes, which I absolutely smashed within an hour. Respect. But I was this gig. I would have been so positive had we done it a few months ago. Like, I was spending loads of shit time on like social media, and I'll be like, "Oh my god, have you seen this? Kirsty Mitchell, remember Kirsty Mitchell from school? Yeah, she's baked cookies from scratch." Now it's like week 50 freaking whatever, and I'm like, if you love banana bread so much, why don't you freaking marry it, Kirsty? You know what I mean? I think I just want to find if you can get your 8th picture in your camera roll and stick it in your freaking hole. Do you know what I mean? Sorry. I need to be positive. I need to be supportive. And I think we should take this time to nominate some people to shut the fuck up for a few hours at least, if that's okay. I mean, the problem is I'm an unemployed comedian. I want to help, but what do you want me to do? And maybe I could do like telephone consultations for the doctors, but that's the problem with the symptoms of coronavirus. It's like the lads are working from home and they're going, "Oh, I'm tired, I'm sweating, I'm sore, I'm out of breath." That's because you're wanking 8 times a day. Your hand's so dry, it feels like someone else is doing it. I've now got a 5-week-old baby, and we have to shield him. So when the pubs reopened and the shops reopened, everyone's going out like, "Not you, Dave. Back inside." I'm so confused. I don't know what to do with a baby. I'm like, "Why is there football on?" I'm like, "Hush, little baby. Put it in the fucking mixer." Sorry. Little baby, poor little fella, little Leo, he's looking at me like, "What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Go to sleep or get to the byline and cut it back?" I just feel like I'm stuck here. All my mates are going to the pub. Do you know what I mean? People are like, "You need to make use of the time." Yeah. Shakespeare wrote King Lear during lockdown. Yeah, but he didn't have fucking TikTok, did he? You know what I mean? I feel like I've been trapped inside for so long. I feel like I'm in an episode of The Truman Show. They must have really shite ratings if I am. Do you know what I mean? They must be like, "Listen, let's mix it up, yeah? Let's go, like worldwide pandemic. Dave could be a hero. There'll be drama every day. He'll volunteer for the NHS." In reality, yeah, no, he's wanking again. Cut to the cat. Oh dear. I think Boris getting the Rona hasn't got enough attention because that really has summed up 2020 for my liking. I mean, he criticizes the Chinese government, but they got it right off the bat. He tells me I've got to wear a mask now, and that's for the good of the people, and which I'm all up for. But then I was in the shops the other day, and I realized the mask stops the facial recognition on my phone from working. So I was like 3 digits into the 6-digit code, thinking I'd rather fucking die. You know what I mean? Anyway, I better go. I don't have time for any questions about the wallpaper, unfortunately. Give my love to Vladimir Putin. This has been unprecedented. Thank you.
Excellent stuff. Thank you very much, Dave. And really enjoyed that, mate. I don't know. I've either grown taller or as well. This shitty camera is bloody. Not this Dave. Another Dave at the market is right and royally shafted me on this one, hasn't he? I'm going to be having words. I'll be down there. Goodness me. Brilliant stuff. Thank you, Dave. I didn't have any questions about the wallpaper, to be honest, Dave. More your shirt camouflaged in and molding into it. Not that I can say much as yeah, the criticism of mine this evening, despite how blurred it is. Brilliant stuff, though. Thank you very much, Dave. Look, this is going to be. Did you know? Did I mention this? That only 2 acts go through from this evening, from the first heat to the final. I'm now crouching a little bit as well, just so you can get my massive fucking forehead into the shot. It'd be terrible if you couldn't see that in all its glory, wouldn't it? So, yeah, well, I was about to say so. Yes, did I mention 2 acts? That was it. Going through from tonight, it is already an impossible task. I told you the quality that we got on offer this evening is out of this world, isn't it? It is quite literally out of this world. Amazing. So our judges, I should tell you about them, although I'm not allowed actually to tell you too much. They're going to reveal themselves at the final. Not like that, obviously. There's been way too much of that kind of stuff going on in comedy recently. Won't be any of that going on this show, don't you worry about that. But no, we will be revealing who our judges are right at the end of the competition. At the moment, for the time being, and to allude to something that Dave was saying there as well, they are locked away, they're bunkered up, bunkered down, hunkered down. That's the saying, isn't it? They are hunkered down just to avoid any Russian influence, any trying to hijack this competition for their own political gain. So we're working against that. What they will be doing at the end of the show, they will be coming in my ear right here, this little earpiece here, and they'll be letting me know their vote for the 2 acts that are going through. Now, thank goodness I have allowed for one. What an absolute fool. 1 wild card from the 6 heats. I mean, that's going to be literally impossible to choose as well. But already you can tell, goodness, this could be the final, but it's not. But it could be, couldn't it? Because everyone's so good. I hope you're really enjoying it. If you are, just feed the dog, as it keeps saying in the comments there. Chuck us a couple of quid if you're enjoying it. We can keep making more stuff like this. I can get a camera that's not shit. Stressing me out. Anyway, let's get back to the laughs. That's what we need now. Oh, is Telford in Wales? Is Telford near Wales? I could look while I act on, but I'm enjoying it too much. Just someone tell me where fucking Telford is in the comments, will you please? It sounds like it's near Wales, not in Wales. All right, I'm not an idiot. But our next act is from Wales. Segue. Cardiff, in fact. So we've gone international on the UK competition. Sorry, Brexiteers, but we have. The borders are open. Everyone, just as long as they're in the UK, is welcome to join this competition and to perform. And please, welcome to the stage. Go wild, go crazy for the wonderful Hales Corney.
Hello, hi, hope you can hear me. Hi. So I'm so glad I've only got 3 minutes for this because I am missing out on valuable SpongeBob time for this. Cartoons, eh? One of the many benefits of being a mother. Like not contributing to society. And also pushing in front of the queues and toilets because, let's face it, my pelvic floor muscles are weaker than Mo Farah's waistband after a very, very severe bout of food poisoning. Lockdown, eh? Do you know what? All I seem to do is housework. I don't know if anybody else feels like this. And to me, it's demoralizing, it's depressing, and there's no fucking point when you've got toddlers anyway. So, do you know what, though? Phil, he's really supportive, though. I mean, we just let my husband play Lego for 30 minutes, and me and the boy will get it done in like, it'll be sparkling. It'll look so good. Mrs. Hinch will be so proud. Is anybody else here a hincher? I fail. I try to be, but I really fail. The thing is, though, I'm secretly jealous of her because she like excels in areas that I don't. For example, personal hygiene or Instagram, for example. I tell you what, though, I have discovered throughout lockdown that me and my son have got quite a lot in common. For example, both of us want to go to bed with both Captain America and Iron Man at the same time. But I have been using my lockdown time wisely. I've been relearning French. Mainly because I figured that if you can speak French, your sex appeal increases by about 500%. You don't believe me? Justin Trudeau, Emmanuel Macron. To be quite frank with you, if those two were to read the French phone book, if such things still exist, I'd be creaming all over it. But beside the point, compared to that gobshite PM we have, Boris Johnson, yeah, I tell you what, a gorilla who's overdone the Lynx Africa and has had several curries the night before has more sex appeal than our current PM. Do you know what I really hate, though? One of my pet peeves is when people compare their dogs to babies. I can see the similarities though, you know, messy eaters, unconditional love for life and not just for Christmas. Because let's get real here. If you ever get bored of your dog, you could just have it put down. You can't do that with children. Not according to my fate, you can't. Talking of which, my sister got bored of her dog and had to have it put down. Very, very sad case, to be honest with you. She came over, she was looking at her phone, all the pictures of her dog, and my little boy sits down next to her, and he's like, "Oh, Auntie Liz, that was your best dog." And she's like crying at this point, and she said, "I know, I know." And little darling, he puts his little hand on her knee, and I thought he was going to say something so sweet and lovely at this point, you know what I mean? And he goes, "Here's the thing though, he's dead, and you're never ever going to see him again." True story that, and I've also realised throughout lockdown that my son, like his mother, is a little bit of a psychopath. I've been Hayley Corney. Thank you very much. Good night.
Thank you. Round of applause, Hayley. Brilliant. First, I think, if I know where any of the places are of the people that are from, our first act from over a border, brilliant, in Cardiff. Welcome to the UK comedy competition, Noki 2020. Remember, use that hashtag. That's going to really screw you. So I'm just playing around with my camera settings, by the way, now. So it's going to be like, you're going to think you've maybe had a stroke or you've got COVID or something like that in between each act coming on in crystal clear definition, 4Ks, and then you come to me and there's I'm not even pushing 1K this evening. I don't know what's happening. I'm going to tell you, I'm straight round my neighbour's house to find out why they didn't bloody spend more on their Wi-Fi that I'm logged into at the moment. And serious words with them. They're going to have to cable it or something, aren't they? They most definitely are. Look, let's keep the love and support going for all the acts as you've been doing so far, and your great comments. I'm going to be coming into loads of those, don't worry, towards the end of the show as well. So please keep chucking them in there. There's loads of, actually, I do need to mention this one. So I'm trying to find out where Telford is. I don't know why is it so hard. Just tell me. Please, someone just tell me exactly where Telford is. Jess, bless her, sent me a message to say it's near Ironbridge. I mean, seriously, I obviously don't know where Ironbridge is at all. I don't know. Look, loads of the old crew here. Phil Paget, Paul Campbell joining in. We're watching as well. Hello, guys. Thank you to everyone. There's still an absolute ton of you. I love it. Thank you very much. And it's not too late to hit the share button as well, even though we're plowing through this. We've only got 4 more acts to go. You know that. We've only got 4 more to go. So keep showing love, keep sharing, keep caring. Sharing is caring, as we all know, as we tell our children. Do it yourselves now. Come on. Lead by example. And if you're enjoying the show, obviously, chuck us a couple of quid in for some dog biscuits for the nodding dog. That would be greatly appreciated. Maybe someone tell me if what I've done has helped with the picture at all. If not, I'll just change it again. And you'll be like, geez, Kev, this isn't helping our eyes. But look, ignore me. It's not about me this evening. Of course it's not. That's not why I host these events or arrange all this stuff. Definitely not. No, it's to support new comedy and new comedians, and that's what we're doing. Thank goodness. And they've all been brilliant so far. I'm sure you will agree with that. Next up, we are going to Exeter. I know, bloody miles away from here. God knows what the internet connection, annoyingly, will probably be brilliant. But no, we are. We're going to Exeter now. And this is Julius Lord. Welcome, Julius. I think Julius might be our first muted act of the evening. I can't hear him. Can anyone else hear him? Hi, Julius. Hang on.
Sorry, fuck. Hello. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, and that start was brilliant. It's a shame no one heard that.
I know.
That
I was so confident because I wasn't saying anything.
Right. I'm gonna fuck off now and let you carry on.
All right. Jokes again. I asked my girlfriend if she wanted to hear a joke about consent. She said no, but I told her anyway. We've been together for about 2 years now, which is odd considering that we had the most traumatic sexual experience of my life together. So, for context, we've been dating for a few weeks, and she had a fantastic personality. Physically, she was the best I can get, looking the way I do. So one night I was going down on her for an idea of what that's like. I've gone down on about 4 women in my life, and only 2 of them wanted to have sex with me. So she was at the top with the lamp on. I was at the bottom in the darkness, and I really liked this girl. So I was being as enthusiastic as I can be, like when you pick up a dog and it tries to lick your ears, just disregard to precision. I was carpet bombing her with my tongue and hoping her clitoris would get caught in the blast zone. Eventually she says to me, all right, now, come up and we'll have sex. She said it in a sexier way than that, but I'm not going to repeat it. The last time I tried to say something sexily to her, she asked if I was constipated. Admittedly, I was, but I'm very good at hiding it. So I scamper up the bed towards a big smile on my face. I think I've done really well here. And she looks terrified. And she says, oh my God, what did you do? And I go, my best. And she pushes me off and runs to her mirror. She had this big slanted mirror in her room, and she goes to it and she does this weird bow-legged stance in front of it, like she's trying to look up herself. And my first thought is, like, did I drop something while I was down there? Like, did a tooth fall out and this poor girl was going to start rattling when she walked? So I go over to her to see what's wrong, and I see myself in the mirror. There is blood everywhere. I mean, cheek to cheek, just plastered in the stuff. If you've seen Silence of the Lambs, you remember when Hannibal's trying to escape from his cell and he grabs the security guard and he's like, and his mouth, his teeth are stained with blood. That, but a pale, naked, semi-erect 20-year-old. So I now understand why she was so scared. Because she saw me, grinning from ear to ear, covered in blood, crawling my way up the bed towards her. And as it turns out, my big fucking buck teeth had just nicked her skin while I was down there. Nothing major, nothing worse than a scratch. It would have healed very quickly had I not been lapping it up like a horny vampire. And the worst part is, well, if there is a worst part, I remember tasting blood, but I didn't know what pussy tasted like. To me, that's what pussy tasted like. I had no idea. It was too green. That turned me red. And she loves this story, by the way. She tells this story at parties, and that's how I know it's time to leave the party. And I'm sure her friends all think I'm a huge asshole for never letting her finish the story, but they don't know what's at the end of it. And after we cleaned up, she said to me, don't worry, I don't have any diseases. I said, I know you don't. We haven't had sex yet. But if there is a lesson to be learned in all this, it would be if you're going down on someone and you think you taste blood, try not to look happy about it. I've been Julius. Sorry.
Great stuff, Julius. Thank you. One for breakfast table tomorrow morning. I think I'll be sharing that one with the family over breakfast. No, lovely stuff. Enjoyed it, mate. Thank you very much. I've come a bit closer. Is that any better? I mean, who cares? It's not about me. I'm going to stop banging on about it. We'll get our technical team. Oh, shit, that's me. To have a look at it afterwards. But no, brilliant stuff, Julius. Thank you there from all the way down in Exeter. And look, you might have thought that we were excluding London. Normally, any type of comedy competition is normally overrun with the buggers. It really is, and it's not like we weren't allowing them through to the competition. We were. It was all done very democratically. It doesn't bode well, does it? But no, it was all done very democratically, and offered the videos that all the amazing applicants sent in to us. But getting to our first London act of the evening. Can you believe it? A comedy competition, and we're 9 acts in before we get to London. So just so they don't feel left out, down in the capital there, let's go straight over to and make the noise, be loud and proud, either side of Birmingham, wherever you are, for Alex Franklin.
Oh yay! Hi, it's me. It's me. I'm the London boy. I'm on the big screen. Yo, what's up? Okay. Cool. I don't have much time, but I don't do stand up. I do character comedy. Woo. Which is like it's like stand up in a funny voice. So I'm gonna do one character. He's called the kid who really loves moles. Okay. So, ooh, spooky. The kid who really loves moles. All right. So just give me a moment. Hello. 'Tis I, the kid who really likes moles. My life is a lot like the book Animal Farm, both in that animals have played a large part in it, and because it is a satire of the events before the Russian Revolution of 1917. But it's also not like Animal Farm, in that all the animals featured are moles. You see, I was never close to my parents as a child. Instead, I feel like I was raised by nature, much like a treehouse. My closest friend was a pet mole I found in the woods. Monty was his name, because that's what I called him. Some people thought Monty was imaginary, as they couldn't see him. Fools they were! As a mole, he is obviously in the ground where moles live. It's basic GCSE moles. I loved my time with Monty the mole. We would spend our summers together trying to dig for buried treasure, until we realized that the real treasure was the friendship that we had made along the way, and also my father's inheritance. But even with Monty's friendship, I still had so many unanswered questions. Why did I love animals so much? Why didn't I love my parents and or other humans as much? Where do all the clouds go in the dark? Is the Duracell bunny a modern-day Frankenstein? And if seagulls are this big, and eagles are this big, are deagles this big? At one point, I even thought myself to be an animal, a sheep to be precise, after I overheard my mother describe me as the black sheep of the family. I don't know why she called me black, as I am blatantly half Chinese, something that she should know, being fully Chinese. Unfortunately, I one day received some harrowing news. Monty, my pet mole, had sadly passed away. I cried for weeks. Other people didn't understand. Calm down, they said. It's not a big deal. Don't be so dramatic. You're making a mountain out of a mole. At the funeral, we chose to bury Monty in his favorite location, which is underground. The priest there, also a mole, told us how Monty died. Turns out Monty died in a game of whack-a-mole, which in many ways is the mole equivalent of Russian roulette. After the funeral, I was handed a letter by Monty's mother. It was from Monty. I opened it. Dear the kid who really likes moles, it read. I leave you with these parting words. Remember that humans can be animals too. Just look at the atrocities that led up to the Russian Revolution of 1917. Cool. All right. So that's that bit. That's I guess that's me done. But yeah, thank you. Good luck to everyone else. But yay. Bye.
Brilliant. Thanks, Alex. Look at them down in London with their wide screens and stories about moles. We don't have stuff like that in Manchester, but probably not in Telford either. It's been confirmed. It's in the Midlands. Okay. No one could be any more exact. I don't think anyone knows where Telford. I think I've stumbled onto what would be a conspiracy that's true. It'd just be a truth, wouldn't it? Be a true thing. But yeah, I think I've discovered something. That is the UK has no idea where Telford is. So there you go. Let you know about that. I'm just glad that we've discovered that. That's the closest we've got. It's in the Midlands. It did have someone else asking where is the best, what it would be the best A road to get into Telford. Let's not confuse it, please. Let's not try and get into the workings of that any more than we currently are already. I'm happy with that answer. I'm happy with it. Be it this, you got to get on the chat. It's all kicked off about Telford now. Brilliant stuff, Alex. Superb. You annoyingly fresh-faced young man, though. Lovely stuff. Great energy. Superb. Brilliant. Thank you very much. So 2 acts to go, guys. And then our judges, and I don't envy them this decision at all. They have been messaging me to say thanks very much for giving us this impossible task, and also they're very glad though that they haven't had to come onto the show to reveal who they are as well. I will keep it that way. Goodness, I'm going to be What a shame we can't meet up really easily at the moment for me to be able to buy you a drink. Oh, sorry, I will do. I promise. Thank you very much for, yeah, absolutely impossible. The quality this evening, I'm sure you will agree with me, has just been absolutely out of this world. We'll be giving all of the acts a huge round of applause. I want you to join in from your sofas, your supermarkets, your beds. Maybe what time are we at? Yes, of course, 10, a bit early. Sunday night, though, you might have work. Yeah, you might have work. I haven't got work still. In fact, no. What am I talking about? Everyone's still furloughed, aren't they? Of course, we're all still. You guys are all furloughed, aren't you? Still? Yeah. Yeah, no one's boss is like, you know, it's what I must have missed the government briefing when they said everyone would be like furloughed for 5 months and you'd never hear. You wouldn't hear from your boss during that time. And just waiting, I'm sure, any day now. I'm sure everything's fine. That's what I keep telling the wife and the kids as we're, you know, divvying up the porridge to make it last the rest of the month. We'll be fine. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely fine. Any day now, they'll be giving me the call. They'll be missing me. Hey, look at that profile. Going at me around the office. Goodness, bless them. Wouldn't it be funny if I went back and just like drove past and they're all in the office having a fine old time at work, doing work. Hey, earning money. Hey, not me. Not dog comedy, innit? Doing this stuff for you though, to keep it real. And for all the new acts who, I can't keep saying it enough, have just blown me away with how good they've been this evening. Scary times. Glad I don't do stand-up anymore, aren't we? We are. Right, last two acts. Where's this chap from? Winchester, not a fucking clue. These places aren't even real anymore. Someone's taking the piss out of me, I'm sure of it. And you mentioned Narnia earlier. Winchester. There's Chester and there's Windsor. There's no Winchester. Just do your act, mate. Get on with that. Will you please? To the left of Telford. Yeah, screw you, Telford. I don't know why am I angry. I love Telford. I do. I don't know why I'm angry at Telford. I have to have something to talk about. Give us a break. To the left of Telford, please. Clap this time on that side. Okay. To the right of Telford. If you could join in. That's it. Build it up. Start whooping, hollering, go mad, go wild, go crazy. And welcome to the stage, the amazing Kim Nash.
Hi there. I know. Yes, you can't see me. I know. Fuck it. Okay. Just to clarify, Winchester isn't as posh as it sounds. All it is, some fat girl got stuck in a well. We decided to use a winch to get her out of Chester. So, who cares? Yes. So my name's Kim. Let me tell you a bit about myself. Best way to describe me is I'm a drugged up, sex obsessed motherfucking rock star. I say that. I'm just missing the drugs, ironically the sex, sadly, and the rock and roll. But don't you worry, I shall start working on them next. I am, however, a motherfucker. No, not yours. My own. Fuck. No, I mean yours. Oh, shit. If this material's crap, it's because it's new. I'll be honest, even if I was a drugged up, sex obsessed motherfucking rock star, it would more likely be paracetamol, porn, and Jedward. That's more like me. I'm going to be totally honest. During this lockdown, which has been terrible for loads of people, me included, I don't know why, I just want to give myself some fake sympathy. I started getting a bit addicted to food. Now, don't get me wrong, I used to be a fat motherfucker. I used to be a fat fucker. So I started getting cravings for this one food. Now, only one bit of food. And what is said food? Cheese. Whoever's hooted can shut up. No, so recently I started getting addicted to cheese. Some people call me a cheeseaholic. To be totally honest, as a comedian, some comedians like to sing songs about food. I could easily stand there and sing a song about cheese, but sadly another comedian already bring me to it. I promise there's no more bad cheese puns. I can't promise anything. Recently I learned that making jokes in the bedroom whilst having intercourse is not the best idea. Recently I said to my girlfriend while we were having intercourse, that her V tastes like brie. Yeah, that's just asking for a punch in the face. Anyone would love to punch this face. I'm going to leave you with this, ladies and gentlemen. Lockdown's been terrible. I'm not going to beat around the bush. It's been unprecedented, ironically. To be honest, I made the revelation recently that Donald Trump, ironic Donald Trump, is actually Dr. Evil from Austin Powers in disguise. Try and spot the difference next time you see one of his press conferences. What I'm going to leave you with is, I'm going to be totally honest with you. That's the best thing to do, really, to be totally honest. And during lockdown, there was a period right at the start where I just couldn't camembert it anymore. Yeah, I'm laughing at my own jokes. I've been Kim Nash. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Kim. I thought you were taking the mickey out of how bad my picture is there by going in the dark, but actually was much clearer than mine still is. Ironically, I bet mine will start working really, really well, won't it? Just at the end, I'd imagine, knowing my luck. But I hope it hasn't ruined your enjoyment. And it couldn't have, could it? Let's be honest, because everyone has been absolutely bloody brilliant. Been superb this evening. Thank you to all the acts throwing yourself into this. As we say, look, it's a different skill. It's a completely different medium doing this. As you can tell, not everyone can be an expert as I at broadcasting and talking to a shitty, bloody webcam, Puka Luke or whatever make it is. Goodness me. Oh, bad. Oh, they love it. It's messages, but gone bad again now. Oh, man. Oh, I'm going slowly mad, aren't I, during lockdown? But look, I really do hope that you've enjoyed the show. We're coming up to our last act. Then the judges have got that impossible task of deciding which two go through this evening. I'm glad I've got nothing to do with that. Thank goodness. Delegation. That's what you do, guys. Delegate. Sorts it all out, doesn't it? Oh, look, everyone's been brilliant. You've been brilliant as well. Thank you for all your comments. There's been a good bit of banter and chat going on online. I like it. It's nice that. And, you know, I might have mentioned this a couple of times. I do apologise. But if you'd like to support the work that we're doing, help us get better as this competition progresses, and also all the other stuff that Nodding Dog Comedy does as well, like the West Disby Comedy Festival and real gigs in real places up front with an audience, not just the online, outdoor podcasting, little bits of radio here and there as well. That would be amazing. Just click the link in the comments. It'll take you through. You can chuck us as little as 50, well, you can chuck us as little, let me do that again, as fuck all if you want. You can. You're perfectly within your rights to do that. As I can see, the majority of you have exercised, so good on you for that, I say. I'm not going to knock you for it. Sticking it to the man. It's me. I know, but that's good. That's not worry here. I jest, of course I do. But if you would like to chuck something in the kitty, that would be nice. Put another bit in the meter for the Wi-Fi for the next show. Goodness me. But look, it is last act time and waiting in the wings of where they are. That's the thing, isn't it? Their lounge, wherever they may be, their bedroom, their kitchen, is the stage. We're going back to London again. Contractually, you do have to have at least 2 London acts on every single show that you do. So that's been obligated. That has been obligated. And then we'll have a bit of a chat about how we think, you know, talk about my behaviour, how we think it's all gone after that. And we'll get the results in from our judges as well. So, but not for the last time this evening, but for the last act coming on live as such this evening. Please put your hands together, go wild and crazy, and welcome the wonderful Alex Haddo.
Hello. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm very bad with technology, but hopefully you can. I hope everyone's had a good lockdown, or as good as it can possibly be. I know a lot of people have broken up with their partner. My best friend has actually somehow found a boyfriend in lockdown. How would I describe my own love life status? I'm too afraid to shave my legs in case I shag my ex. Okay, so it's all going pretty well. It's nice that things are easing, though. Things are really getting back to normal. I'm seeing loads more pigeons eating puke on the streets, which is really heartwarming to see that coming back. Obviously, as a comedian, I've lost a lot of work during lockdown, seeing as it kind of relies on a lot of people being in very small, sweaty, very sort of infected rooms. So I'm now working in a pub to make money, which is really nice because I get to work in a place that I used to have fun. So that's nice. And also I get paid £10 an hour. So I've started measuring absolutely everything I buy in time. So if I buy something that's a £5, I'm like, oh, cool, that was half an hour of my life that it took to make that. So it's not depressing at all. Also, I'm having a bit of a crisis about my age at the moment. I'm 32, and now that I'm working in pubs, I'm the oldest one there. Everybody I speak to, I mean, they do look older than me, but I'm sort of like, okay, I'm way older than this person. And having to explain celebrities to them, I mean, I feel ancient. But the worst thing was that somebody barged past me today in the pub and they said, oh, sorry, madam. And I was like, oh my God, madam. I'm not even that lady anymore. I'm madam, which I think is the name for a female pimp when she's like too old and nobody wants to shag her anymore. So I think that's like one step away from dame, which is one step away from Judi Dench, which is one step away from a statue. So I'm feeling very old. I'll leave you with this though. I'm kind of, I think the one person who probably had the best lockdown of all, but is probably now panicking, is Greta Thunberg. She's had a little break. You know, her plan has happened. We all stopped flying. The carbon emissions are low. It's great. And by the way, guys, do you remember when the most worrying thing about this year was the Australia being on fire and the royal family kind of breaking up? Now we're like, that was nothing. So obviously this is now taken over, but Greta's had a little rest. But obviously youth unemployment is going to be pretty bad. And we're also running out of time with Greta, I feel. I don't mean climate change and it's finally going to kill us all. I mean, we're running out of time until Greta discovers boys. Okay, because once she does that, we're absolutely fucked, all right? And I'm the same. Every woman is the same. I was a really, really promising sprinter, 100, 200, 400. I got to English schools, got fingered, couldn't give a shit, okay? What I'm trying to say is fingering is the biggest obstacle to modern feminism. It's just facts, okay? It's science. I didn't make it up. But because I don't want Greta to be out of work when all this kind of goes back to normal, I've been really trying to help her out, okay? So I've been like throwing petrol over local parks, booking flights that I'm not going to take, cutting down trees, and setting fire to my deodorant. So that's the sisterhood right there. So I've got your back, Greta babes. This was really strange and lovely. I've had a lovely time. Thank you for having me, guys. I've been Alexandra Haddo. Bye.
Thanks, Alexandra. Thank you. Superb set to end it. And look, can we do that thing that you do if you were in a club? And I want you to do it for real. Don't wake the children up there. Goodness knows what kind of dreams my kids have listening. Sorry, listening to this. I mean, listening to this subconsciously into their brains. They must wonder what's wrong with Daddy. Just down here, my mummy's up in the bedroom, crying again, and Daddy's down in the lounge shouting about how blurry his face is. To be fair, I might do similar when we're not on the show as well. But look, put your hands together, please. Genuinely, physically do it. Every single person who's watching now, I think you really should clap your hands, make some noise for the brilliant acts that have been on this evening. Let's give them the rundown, shall we? We have Becky Everest opening the show to start with. We then went to Aaron Wood. I'm going to do this for everyone. I've decided, I've committed. Now I have to carry on. And we had LT, didn't we? She was on third. She was marvellous as well. And I'm going to say everyone was great, obviously, but they were. I'm not just saying that. If you tuned in now, I think I'm sucking up to people. We then had Adam Moda. Yes, well done, Adam. Brilliant set. Kieran Mullins, he was a guy, I remember he went behind the curtain at the end. That was all very, very good fun. Not saying that was my favourite bit, Kieran, but stands out a bit. Sorry, Kieran. The bit that stood out for me was when that act left stage. Very original way of doing that on an online competition. Well done, Kieran. No, brilliant material as well. Thanks, Kieran. After that, Dave Bibby, wasn't it? Blending in with his shirt, and they had a big beer glass. Oh, yes, he talked about the airport lifestyle that he's taken on while he's been in lockdown. Then we had Hayley Corney. We stepped foot into glorious Wales. I was going to try the accent, and I won't do that. Get in all sorts of trouble for that kind of thing these days, and rightly so. Rightly so. That's what I say. But yes, we did. We had the wonderful Hayley Corney was on next, and we went all the way down to Exeter. Julius Lord was on. Then Alex Franklin, wasn't it? Yes, the mole story in London there. Brilliant stuff. Thank you, Alex. Great energy and great for us as well. Should mention, not traditionally a stand-up comedian as well, but does loads of stuff online and therefore bringing communities together, you see. I'm trying to get some funding. So I think we've done that a bit there, haven't we? Next up was Kim Nash. Yes, Kim with the disco lights and stuff on the go, you'll remember. And obviously you will remember Alex Haddo because she was just on, what does that say on the screen? You can see that better. Oh, you see, there's so many things I thought of. You better be back next week because there'll still be a couple of bits I get wrong, but there'll be less that I get wrong. So join me for my progress. Join me on my journey. That'd be beautiful. But no, everyone was absolutely superb this evening. Round of applause. Genuinely brilliant. Not an easy thing to do. It's a new medium that we're all working in, the internet, isn't it? Just stand-up comedians have literally just discovered the internet this summer. I know there's people, YouTube channels with like billions of followers. But no, listening to us talk, you would think that we'd invented the internet this summer, and we have. Okay. That's what we've done, so you should thank us for that. Apart from that's where the box is, by the way, in that direction. That's what I'm disliking this evening. Tip myself a glass of water next time, Kev. Just saying this because I will watch this back as well. But no, everyone has been absolutely superb. You, as an audience, I'm confident were brilliant as well. Can't see you, but I have been reading all your amazing comments. Thanks so much. That's another thing I'll get better on next week as well, is including those, but I can't see glasses, can't see them. Learning, aren't we? Learning and laughing. It's very, very important that we combine the two. Look, you've been great. I've said it a couple of times. You might have heard me. If you want to help us feed the dog, the nodding dog, that'd be amazing. Chuck us a couple of quid into the kitty there. The link is within the chat. By the way, I'm doing this now because I'm waiting to get the message through from the judges of who they have put into the next round, by the way. So just bear with me. All the acts watching now. I mean, it's not an easy decision. I don't envy them that at all. Give us a follow as well, please. That'd be nice. At Nodding Dog Comedy on Facebook. You're possibly there already. A lot of you watching this. You know, we're on Twitter as well. Yeah, comedians invented that this year as well. It's at Nod Dog Comedy there, though. So you've got to remember something a little bit different. You don't get as many characters. You see, so I had to shorten it. And as I said, I'm filling here. Either shorten the word comedy, Nodding Dog Com, or Nod Dog Comedy. I think I made the right decision. Let me know. Write into us. We've got an email. I don't know why you'd email me, noddingdogcomedy@gmail.com. Feel free, if you want, sit down, write me a little letter about the show this evening, if you've enjoyed it. Or yeah, the rest of you, Telford, keep it to yourselves. Hey, don't want to be sent to Telford, as the old saying goes. I think you'll find something like that. Yeah, so you can follow us on all that stuff as well. And do you know, I will mention this. Oh, sorry. I will mention this. Karate chopped myself in the neck then. What time is it? That's 2 minutes past 10. That's why. Tradition. Look, if you're anywhere near Manchester or commutable, it's not for work, is it? It's for enjoy. If you could travel to Manchester as well, South Manchester, just to let you know, so a bit closer to Telford, I think, actually, you could make it up from there. The 6th, the 13th, the 20th of August of this year, the year 2020, we have got some real life outdoor gigs going on. Of ridiculous quality of lineups. Again, we treat you so well. Not only are our new act nights ridiculously high quality, so are our professional nights as well. We've got people like Booth Bigraffo, Dame Baptiste, Mike Newell, Steve Harris, Harriet Dyer, all these amazing acts involved. And also another act, genuinely, who is so famous and big, we're not allowed to mention their name. We still have to pay them a shitload of money, but we're not allowed to mention their name on any of the posters or flyers. They are meant to be on a UK arena tour as we speak. Obviously, that's not happening. So they're coming along to our venue in West Didsbury. Again, just go to the Facebook page at Nodding Dog Comedy, or the Twitter one, or West Didsbury Comedy Festival website, all that stuff. Hello. I've only got a bloody result, and I thank fuck for that. Oh dear, sweating, yeah, so hot in this studio, worst studio ever. I have got the results coming through, and yeah, there was a comment of it. A separate comment has been sent. Yeah, obviously, very difficult decision being made there, and goodness, it could be that from this heat that our wild card goes through. It possibly should be. I'll probably say this again next week if the quality is as high. I've been blown away by it. By the way, if you're not one of the acts that gets through, I'll be on the phone to you because I'll have some gigs for you out there on a stage and other stuff we'll do together, because you have genuinely all been superb. I've been massively impressed. But only 2 people officially from tonight can go through. I hope you agree with our judges. Have a go at them, not me, otherwise. And going through, I can announce, in no particular order, it's only 2 of them, it'd be stupid, wouldn't it? First off is Kieran Mullins. He's going through. Congratulations, Kieran Mullins. You are through to our final on September the 20th. You've got to do this all again, mate. But well done, you. The curtain bit. See, I told you the curtain bit was brilliant. Keep that in. Yeah, you owe me probably something. If you win the 500 quid, you want to give some of it to me, that'd be good. And second act going through is Dave Bibby has gone through to our final this evening. Look, I must just add congratulations to you 2 guys, obviously, to Kieran and Dave. Congratulations, brilliant. Such tough competition, but a round of applause again must be given to absolutely every single other act. I'm going to have to find something to do with them all, aren't I? Because they're all brilliant. But genuinely, all of you will be talking. Don't let this be the last time we talk. That'd be. I did say we are going to seriously piss off some people, because I knew how good everyone was tonight as well. It might be that you disagree, but that's the way the judges have gone, and it wasn't obviously going to be an easy decision. But 2 fantastic acts, you will agree, that have gone through to our final on September the 20th. They'll be there competing for £500. And look, they didn't enter for the money, they entered for the kudos to be part of this, didn't they? That's what they entered for. So thank you to those 2 guys going through. Thank you to everyone else as well. Next week, we'll be back with my picture not being crap, okay, with some better internet on the go. I promise. I'm going to invest everything, going to get onto my people and say, buy internet, buy it, invest in that. We need more internet and make this picture a bit better. As I said, there'll be a few other bits we tweak. We'll do that along the way. It's not too late if you want to feed the dog and chuck a couple of bits into that. What else did I want to say? The Comedy Outsiders gigs in South Manchester, the live ones with Biffy Graffo, acts too famous to mention, Dane Baptiste. Absolutely ridiculous. £12.50 a ticket for that as well. These guys are like 40, 50 quid on tour. So have some of that. All right. Yeah, comments have been great. Everything else you've been sharing. Yeah, I think that's it. I've got nothing more to add except thank you very much. We will see you again next week. We'll get better. The acts won't. They were absolutely amazing. They couldn't have been any better. So thanks to each and every one of you. And once again, finally, congratulations to Kieran Mullins and Dave Bibby for being the first 2 acts through to the new online UK Comedian of the Year competition final 2020, or NOCY, NOCY 2020 hashtag. Get it trending. Get it trending on Twitter. That's what we want. See you next week. Thanks very much, everyone. Bye-bye.